Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the United Way for your latest Manchester United news. Premier League fixtures this weekend postponed. So the Premier League have confirmed earlier on today that these fixtures on the weekend will be postponed. We're going to go through the fixtures that will be postponed, and it's been a crazy end to the week so far. But make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. Much appreciated. And maybe near the end, we'll talk about yesterday's shit show against Real Sociedad, which what a boring game that was. But this weekend's fixtures will be postponed, so that means there will be no preview or watch along. And I mean, listen, a lot of people kind of aren't happy that the fixtures on the weekend are being postponed. And again, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I'm going to give my opinion on it. A lot of people are saying, maybe they should have left it and played the games, seeing the the England national anthem before the match, minute silence, and then wear a black armband. But the Premier League have decided to postpone the Premier League to postpone this weekend's fixtures. Listen, I'm not just listen. I'm not really bothered, to be honest with you. You know, it's for the Queen. You know, it's for a good cause. Let's just say, you know, it's to respect the Queen of England. So, I mean, listen, yeah, some people are probably like, as I said, we should have continued, you know, to have a national, the England national anthem and minute silence and wear a black armband and I don't know, maybe applause a few minutes into the game. But I mean, yeah, listen, it is postponed. So I mean, I'm pretty sure next week's fixtures, like European fixtures, will be going ahead. So Champions League, Conference League, and Europa League. I think so. Nothing's been confirmed yet, but what I've heard, sorry, is they be still going ahead. But if you're based in like England, Scotland, Wales, their fixtures are kind of postponed until further notice. Basically, is what it is. So yeah, all English and Scottish football has been postponed this weekend, following the Queen's passing on Thursday. The Premier League, Championship, League One, and League Two have all been postponed, as well as the start of the new Women's Super League season and all non-league and grassroots fixtures. So grassroots fixtures is basically if you play for your local team, like literally you play for a team in some random park. That's literally what it is. I mean, yeah, listen, we all like football. We all love football. It gives us something to look forward to on the weekend if you haven't got anything to do. But I mean, listen, you know, it's well, unfortunately, you know, they are postponed. But as I said, I'm not too bothered by it, to be honest with you. I'm not too bothered by it, and I suppose a thing like this is very tough and sensitive to talk about when you are from England. I'm from Ireland, so there'd be no relation there. But it's still a sad thing, you know. It's still sad that, you know, a legend of England has passed. But listen, you know, I'm not sure when the football will be back, and basically today is going to be talking about my thoughts on the weekend's fixtures being postponed. You know, it'd be about that basically. And I mean, yeah, listen, look, I know people aren't happy about it. I mean, I was watching something earlier on today, and they pretty much said the Premier League made a stupid mistake. And you know, the Premier League, it's an English sport. You know, it's played in England, obviously. So that's basically what we all have to do. You're still showering. But yeah, so so they are being postponed. And again, listen, if you are if you're not happy with the fixtures being postponed, let us know in the comments what they should have done. Personally, I would have just let them go ahead, sing the national anthem, the English national anthem, do the minute applause, black armband, and clap at a certain time. Because I mean, listen, we can't do anything about it as fans. You know, we can't do much about it. You know, as I said, the Premier these fixtures give you something to look forward to on the weekend, and it gives me something to look forward to. You know, doing previews and watch alongs. But listen, it's for the best. You know, it's for the best. And listen, it's probably not the greatest decision, but listen, it's England. You know, it's for the Queen of England. And listen, are the Premier League thinking, you know, it could, you know, listen, people in England aren't happy. You know, they're upset with what happened. I mean, Rahul says bad decision, should have let the games carry on. Well, I mean, yeah, a lot of people are thinking the same. As I said, listen, I think you have no choice to respect it. I'm not saying I'm not going to, but I know it's something called mourning or something like that. That's what they have over there. To be, comedies or anything like that. It'd be just basically people kind of grieving for the time being. But I mean, yeah, listen, we'll go through a bit more. The Scottish FA has also announced that the SPFL, SWPL, and Highland and Lowland leagues have agreed that professional football matches will be postponed. So yeah, that's pretty much where it goes from here. It's where it goes. It's basically where, honestly, I don't really know much to say about it, to be honest with you. I don't know much to say. Let us know in the comments what they should have done instead. Obviously a lot of people are saying the football should have went ahead. You know, not to be political, but I don't believe in dictatorship or monarchy anyway. So, well, yeah, it's pretty much your decision, Rahul. So yeah, I mean, listen, yeah, I mean, a lot of people will probably be the same, Rahul. A lot of people will probably be the same, and there's nothing we can do about it. There isn't, there really, really isn't, and I really get the feeling, that a lot of people are very disappointed over. A lot of people are disappointed, and listen, there's not that many political people out there. I'm gonna say it. Like it's like Ireland and England basically don't have that much in common. So to me, it doesn't. Well, it matters. It matters everywhere. Do you know what I mean? It's a legend of England, as I said. But I mean, yeah, like listen, I'm not sure what I would do as the Premier League chairman or owner or whatever they do. But yeah, like there's nothing like that. Like it's probably what you would have wanted. People, you know, paying respects for her at football matches. You want people to see you can't really pay respect to a woman when you're not out mixing. You can't. And as bad as that sounds, it's my opinion. It's bad as that sounds. They should let the football go ahead. They should let the football go ahead. Yeah, it's a sad time for England. Yeah, I understand. But they still should have let it go ahead. And I'm not just saying that because I like football and I like watching my team play every week and, it leaves me nothing to do on the weekends. Nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. Even if there was no football meant to be played this weekend anyways, I still wouldn't bother me. But I just get that feeling that the Premier League should have dealt with it better. The Premier League should have dealt with it better. And again, a lot of people are kind of saying, the fixtures, it congests and all that stuff. It does with the World Cup. And with the World Cup come along, and then you have FA Cup, Carabao Cup, a lot of other stuff coming along. It is gonna be very tense, and I think the Europa League, Champions League, and Conference League still go ahead. So there's no loss there for anyone. So you will get to see our football next week. But still, I just don't know what to really think about. I don't know what to say about it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was just going to say there was no pressure on the Premier League to make the decision. Yeah, it was. It was their own decision to make it, to respect. I mean, listen, I'll read it here again. Yeah, the Premier League and EFL are set to cancel matches this weekend after the deaths of the Queen, despite official guidance saying that there was no obligation to do so. But as a mark of respect to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, this weekend's Premier League match round will be postponed. So yeah, it is official as well. It's all postponed. Games are cancelled for the weekend. Rescheduled them. Not sure when. And then you have the next time, like if these fixtures, if it is this thing that they're gonna cancel for 2 weeks, If it is, they're going to cancel it for 2 weeks. You have 2 weeks. Then you're looking into maybe. Then you have the international break as well. So you're looking at nearly what mid-November, October. If you have the international break coming, it's going to be crazy if that is the thing that will happen. Yeah, it'll be crazy. And listen, again, as I said, you won't see United play in the Premier League probably till either November. Because you have 2 weeks and then the World Cup. The international break then is also coming very soon. I think it's coming after next week. So, no, 2 weeks. So you're looking at 2 weeks Premier League football straight, and then the week after those 2 weeks, you'll have the international break coming. So I think that'll lead us into the Man City game when we play them. That'll lead us into the Man City match. And that I'm not saying it's a long time, but it's still a good bit out for the players that play for the club. It is a good bit out. I mean, Rahil says, "Would the Queen want this?" I'm not sure. I don't know. So you have what? Sheriff next Thursday. Then you have we play Leeds United. Supposedly we're meant to play Leeds United next Sunday, and then the next match after that is the 2nd of October. So that could be the next time we'll see Manchester United play in the Premier League if next week's match against Leeds doesn't go ahead. So you're looking at the 2nd of October, and that could all change. The World Cup, my God, the World Cup happened mid-season as well. It's not the bravest. That's probably why. That's why I always prefer the World Cup to be in the summer, because then there's no stress. But there's not a lot. There's not a lot of stress on. The could be a blessing in disguise. More time to concentrate and train. Yeah, I mean, I was actually thinking about that yesterday, especially after watching that match last night. I was thinking to myself, this could come well for Manchester United. As long as Manchester United are playing okay. I mean, if you look at yesterday's performance, listen, if there wasn't a strong team that you put out yesterday, but if you look at the Manchester United team that played against Arsenal, we're doing well so far. And then this could give. Listen, you might get a few little friendly matches happening in the training ground. You might get, I don't know, 2 teams, like a team in League 2, Manchester United have a little friendly game like we did in pre-season. I'm not sure. I don't think that will happen, but I'm not sure. I can't really say much about that. But it definitely gives Ten Hag more time to think about what he can do during that time. And yeah, it could be a blessing in disguise, Rahul. You could be right. But I just hope that, listen, training's all well and good, but you don't play a 90-minute football match. So could the fitness lack, could fatigue? But I suppose you could say one good thing is if you do get the 2 weeks where there's no football, then the international break. So at least when the players do come back and they do face Man City, if the match next Sunday doesn't happen, at least they would have had a bit of game time in pre-season to get themselves back up and running. It's not just like they're throwing themselves back into the Premier League. But listen, I'm looking forward to seeing what else will happen. Obviously there's nothing been said yet, like been confirmed by the Premier League that there'll be no football for 2 weeks. Nothing's been confirmed about that. International break is going ahead. I'm pretty confident. I think that's going ahead anyways. That's going ahead. At least we will see better performances from players eventually because of the training. Well, let's hope so. Let's hope the training for the lads actually does come well and good for them. Let's just hope they don't just. Listen, it's not ideal at the end of the day. It's not ideal. The Premier League should have made a better decision. As I said, do you want to pay respect to the Queen? But how can you pay respect to the Queen when you're not out? At least when you're in a match, sing the English national anthem, wear a black armband, minute silence. Even do something after the match. There's nothing to do with that. There's no, people can't come together and pay the respect. They're just separate, which it's a bit crazy. And listen, as I said, I like football. I love football. I like watching Manchester United every week. And people are probably like, "Oh, you're just saying this because you're this and that. You want to watch your team play." It's nothing to do with that. It's nothing to do with that. I'm just basically saying that the decision could have been made better. It could have been made better. But listen, it's a sad time for the people in England. It is. I'm not going to take that away. When you're, Manchester United fan channel, where's that Manchester United base in England? So you still have to have some sort of respect towards the people in England and all that. But I'm looking forward to seeing what else happens. Obviously, the ladies, the women's team, the Manchester United women's team, are meant to start their season off on Sunday, but obviously since what happened, that's not going to happen. So I'm not sure when they'll play again. So yeah, it's going to be crazy to see what happens. As I said, nothing's been said. Nothing's been really confirmed from the Premier League or anyone that there's no football the next weekend. I haven't seen much about it. Pretty sure the European competitions are going to go ahead. I think I've seen something that they'd be fine, but again, that could all change. 1 minute they were saying the fixtures on the weekend will go ahead. Next minute, look where we are. We're still here, and nothing's been changed. So yeah, I mean, we'll go through the fixtures first. See which ones are being postponed. Well, obviously all of them, but we'll go through the ones anyways. A lot of big interesting matches happening in the weekend as well. So you would have had Fulham, Chelsea playing, Bournemouth and Brighton playing, Southampton, Brentford, Liverpool, Wolves, Leicester and Aston Villa, Man City, Spurs, Arsenal, Everton, West Ham, Newcastle, Palace United and Leeds United and Nottingham Forest. So the next set of matches, the next Premier League match is next Friday, and that's Aston Villa, Southampton. And Nottingham Forest also play Fulham on that night. And obviously Brighton and Crystal Palace is postponed next weekend, but that's something to do with trains or something like that. But yeah, that has a pretty short stream. Just about updating us on what happened and what's going to happen and what will happen. And I'm not too sure what will happen, how the players will react. Let's hope we can see a bigger and better United come back into this. Because as I said, it'd be nice. It would be handy. And yeah, thanks everybody for watching. And we were meant to have an Instagram live tonight, but instead I thought I'd come on and do this. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll speak to you all in the next one. Schedule, I'm not sure when the schedule will be out next because no one knows what's going to happen next week, but I'm pretty sure before the weekend comes to an end, we'll know if the Premier League, next week's Premier League matches will be going ahead. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Follow all our socials, hit that subscribe button. I'll speak to you all in the next one. Have a good one.